The best parts of life are not for everybody, bro. There is truly a talented tenth. There's truly, like even in the Bible, it says everybody ain't gonna make it to the hereafter. The Bible speaks about the 144,000.
Right.
144,000 is a long way from 7
they say
billion.
those are the Jehovah's Witnesses, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. So, I mean, you know, we're talking about people who are conscious, people who are aware, people who are students of geography, people who are students of the economy.
Yeah.
The average motherfucker who grew up where we grew up at, they don't have a clue about what that shit really means. They see it, they hear it, but they don't really grasp it because it's not a part of their everyday life. Niggas are struggling to survive, let alone thinking about moving to fucking Korea or Thailand, some motherfucking where.
Let me paint this picture. What if every black person just got up and said, "We all finna go to nigga world," or
nigga world,
Black Man
shit.
Island, or so, whatever? So we'll give it a prestigious name. But they just said all the black people pulled their resources in, got the island. Free healthcare, just we made it a utopia type island where we could all live. Do you think black people would still be hesitant?
Yes, we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other. We don't believe in each other. We don't love each other. Black people don't love black people. It's 2026. Hey, newsflash. All you gotta do, test my theory, right? Black people don't love, they don't admire, they don't accept, they don't look up to other black people. We look at black people like they are our open enemy. Right? It's as simple as that. We live in black communities primarily, right? So when it comes to the things that we do to each other, right? Like where I'm from Detroit. Detroit is a chocolate city, right? When you wake up in Detroit and you get up and you go somewhere, you're not thinking about, you have a different mentality than somebody from Mississippi or Arkansas, right? You're not thinking about, when you from Detroit, bro, you don't have, there's no thought of a white person doing nothing to you.
Right.
Period. We don't get up worried about what the fuck white people doing, right? But our counterparts in Alabama or some places in the South, they think about shit like that, and they and train their children to avoid white people because of what could possibly happen. When you're from a city like Detroit, man, you're not thinking about nobody white doing shit to you. When you have a problem or when you think that something's about to happen, right? You're thinking about people who look just like you gonna do it to you.
Yeah.
We're afraid of ourselves to the point where we don't want to be around each other.
That shit crazy, bro. So we just gonna sit here and complain and not go to Thailand. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching some videos, some young niggas, the YNs in Thailand or whatever they
Passport boys?
Whatever
they call them passport boys.
They was like, man, I rent 600, man. They was drifting I don't know, they had all designer on, they was in the pool. They seemed like they was having a good old time, boy. I said, man, I don't know.
It's a lot of things. So when you look at tariffs and import taxes, right? Yeah. Like for example, like when you go to, if you ever travel abroad, you go to like Germany, for example, or Spain, right? So they have Mercedes-Benz as taxis.
Damn.
The reason why Mercedes-Benz costs as much as it do is not because it's not a technologically advanced car. It is because they have import taxes over here. They're trying to protect the American car manufacturing companies, and they put import taxes on foreign cars to drive the cost up so that the American car manufacturers can compete. Because if you had a S580, and if the S580 costs $65,000, nobody's going to buy a Ford, Chrysler, GM car because there's so much technology and there's so much luxury in that car.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they talk about this China car that's killing Tesla, like by a long shot, but they won't let them import it into this country. Because if they do, it would flood the market and it would basically put the big three out of business. Man, when you seen Trump, right, say he has to refund all those tariffs, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, it just seems like they just playing in our face, bro.
What it is a lack of genuine understanding of the world economy. It's a lack of genuine understanding of trade, how trade genuinely operates, and all the different things that are affected, impacted by the world trade market. The world trade market is not just based on what happens in America. And America is increasingly losing its power and its control over the economy of the world. We've already lost it. When you look at, like, for example, the euro, right? You can go over to Canada. The Canadian dollar is worth more than the US dollar. So we already operating at a disadvantage right now. And so you have to be a student of economy, bro. You have to know, you have to understand what's going on. Because if you don't, you in trouble. The average black person who live in the ghetto, they don't really develop a genuine understanding of what credit means until they fucked up their credit. They don't understand what black people in the hood don't really understand or really start to appreciate credit until they get in their motherfucking mid-30s. And by that time, they've dug themselves a hole and they digging themselves back out the hole.
That shit crazy, bro. I don't know, man. It just seemed like when you look at the world right now, you see the gas prices going up, housing going up, you see everything going up. What is the best case scenario and the worst case scenario?
The best case scenario is if you have been taught, trained, educated, that if you want to be successful, you have to find a business formula that would allow you to break away from the system, to break away from the workforce. You will never become rich working for somebody else because it's not designed for you to be anything other than a person or a tool that helps the people who run and own and oversee business become richer and richer. So people who get rich, they get rich because they have a particular skill set that allows them to create a business or to create or to provide a service for people. That's how they get rich. When you look at what's going on here, every 7-Eleven you know is owned by Indian now. And that's not just in Texas, it's all over the country. Because with the influx of Indians and with their overall business acumen and with their work ethic, they know they can come here with almost next to nothing. They know they can use us to get rich off of. So we have to start to start to examine what are the things we can do, what are the businesses that we can create that will change our fortune around. And we're not taught that in school. You're not going to learn that in school. In the schools that we go to in the urban environment across the country, not Texas, not Detroit, not Miami, not just across the country, they teach us how to be good workers. They teach us how to fill out job applications. They teach us how to be interviewed. I grew up in two different school systems. I grew up in a school system where the curriculum was based on teaching kids how to be entrepreneurs. One of the schools I went to a school called Avondale. There was nothing about how to fill out a job application. There was everything about how to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
My 9th grade year, I had 2 classes that taught entrepreneurship. And we had to come up and we had to create blueprints and schematics for businesses. And we had to really launch a real business. White people or wealthy people, it's not even about black and white. It's about classism, right? Yeah. Because like I live in a community now, and my kids live in a community now where they live in affluent communities. So the schools that they go to, they don't teach them how to fill out job applications. They don't teach them how to be interviewed. They teach them how to interview people. They teach them how to choose the right people and how to put the right people in the right situations to help them grow themselves to help them achieve whatever goal they want to achieve. Yeah. So it's a difference. We're taught, for the most part, the curriculums that black people are exposed to in the urban environment across the country, they teaching us how to be robots for somebody else. They're teaching us how to be robots at a time when robots are actually being put in play to take the jobs that we do have and that we do qualify for. So we in trouble, all right? If you're waiting for somebody to come and save you, if you're waiting for Jesus to come back, you're going to be a waiting motherfucker.
Now, what if he did come back? What are you going to say? He just pop up right now. Bye.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
Everybody else floating and you not.
Listen, if Jesus come back, he better get him some pussy. Because he better get some pussy. I'm taking Jesus to Magic City.